Hi, it's Marie-Louise here, the Danish painter. Welcome to my channel where I help landscape painters loosen up their painting style and paint with more confidence. Today I want to paint a loose, fairly simplified landscape of a stormy sky with some cottages. I start out with a light drawing with a pencil, and now I'm going to be quite brave and block in those dark clouds initially. It's always easier to be loose and brave in the beginning stages of your painting. So I challenge you to try and be brave and get out that big brush and do your thing right from the beginning. If you are interested in knowing the colors and the materials I used for this painting, please check out all the details in the description below the video. Simply click on show more and it will have all the details there. I tend to dilute my acrylic paint with quite a bit of water. So this is not such a common way to use acrylic paint. In fact, it's closer to the way we might use watercolors. And I actually did a video on how to use watercolor techniques with your acrylic paint. So I'll leave a link to that at the top of your screen if you want to check that out. I wanted to emphasize the contrast of the stormy big dark clouds contrasting with the small cottages below. So the composition is made in such a way that the cloud or the sky area is actually about 3/4 of my painting. So it fills up most of the page, but it will also help to really emphasize the effect that the sky and these big clouds, they really take up most of the picture space, and they will help to make the cottages look small in comparison, and to really bring home that feeling of big gloomy clouds. At this stage I want to start adding some of the small cottages. I want to have just a few of them, and I want to make sure that the size is kept small in comparison to the sky, again to emphasize this contrast that I was looking for with the big gloomy sky and the small cottage below. I'm using a fairly small brush to add the cottages, and now I'm just going to smear or smudge the bottom part of the edge of the cottage, simply just to make it blend into the landscape. If the bottom part of the cottage is really sharp, it will look like the cottage is glued onto the paper. It won't look like it's really part of the painting. So this is something I like to just soften that edge, or smudge it with your finger or your brush to make it more as an integrated part of the painting. I want to paint the small shed in a contrasting color. I think red would look very nice. Most of the black houses have white windows and white doors as details, so I'm going to add some white details. I'm not going to paint out each window. I'm just kind of going to make small dots, small dabs of white color to just with the bare minimum indicate where the windows and the doors are. This is often a mistake that beginners could make, is they want to add too much detail, but a good tip is to just add the bare minimum to indicate what it is, but then let the viewer's imagination will put two and two together and we'll see, oh, this is a window, this is a door. It's time to add some depth to the painting, so I will add some of the features in the distance on the horizon. There are some distant hills and some forests, trees, and making these in a dark color will make them recede, and it also, see how it adds a different dimension to the painting already, just by adding those details. And lastly, I want to add some marks to the big cloud. I like this Woodie watercolor pencil. Again, check the description for any details on the materials. Time to stop and peel away the masking tape to take a look. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.